are doing a reading for the Aquarius. Um, the reason why I am doing it so late at night is because, um, first things first, we are just about to enter into Christmas Eve, um, which is obviously tomorrow. Um, I feel like somebody might be a little bit tongue tied about few words, which, matter of fact, is a pointer towards our topic today. But anyway, for some of you that are already on the 24th, such as those of you who are over in the Europe area of the world, Africa lands, or even over in the lands of Asia. I want to let you know that you guys are already at the time frame of Christmas Eve. So I'm gonna say happy Christmas Eve to a lot of you who are in that time frame. So for all of you that are still on 23rd, I want to let you know that it is currently the very beginning of the week for Christmas. So I want to mention to a lot of you that a wonderful and happy uh, Christmas week. So that's just a little bit of a quick noter. Um, but anyway, long story short, um, I am wearing a wonderful shirt on today, uh, and it is actually, believe it or not, a Canadian shirt. Uh, Believe it or not, more likely over in I think it was Ontario area. So if any of you are from the Ontario area, um, or maybe even somewhere along, let's see, Lake um, Huron, Lake Superior. I do want to say that for some of you Aquariuses out there, um, and also including a lot of other Aquariuses that may be close by or maybe just have some kind of connection to this word, um, just think of not just portage, but portage, the Canadian phrasing of that. So obviously, it's a French word, even though that it might have some English spelling to it. Just know that you're transferring from a really old style of you to the new style of you, in terms of somebody that did not understand you at all. And now you're just to the point now where you're just tired of everybody not understanding you. And that is basically what brings me over to that phrase of somebody did not understand you. So now you're becoming Aquarius 2.0, Aquarius 3.0, Aquarius 4.0. No matter how many versions that you've gone through so far, now you're moving into that next version, you know? And not in terms of like losing the understanding of Aquarius, but deepening the understanding of being your inner Aquarius. So it's basically bringing you to a whole new level I'm starting to hear the song "A Whole New World." A whole new world, just a brand new place for me. And it's like a beautiful place. It's and then like the ending of that section of lyrics, it's like it's where I meant to be. So I feel like you guys are truly like tired of the bullshit lies that other people have tossed around. Um, type of energy that people have said that the whole Aquarius is dumb, the Aquarius is evil, the Aquarius is not bright, the Aquarius needs to change, the Aquarius needs to become better, the Aquarius is not who they think they are. That that is the group of people that despise you in terms of wanting to steal your energy for themselves. And when I say that, you are knowing that these people are the exact same people that knock away not just you, but for example, the people that knock away Sagittarius, the people that knock away Aries, the people that knock away Pisces, the people that knock away Scorpio, the people that knock away Libra, the people that knock away Gemini. Do you see a pattern there? And those are the types of zodiacs that are alongside you, Aquarius, that are also being knocked away. So you Aquariuses are probably not like the top of all zodiacs, but you are just so freaking close to the end of all zodiacs in terms of you know you and Pisces, the difference between uh you know you and Aries and you and Pisces. So it's kind of like you got all these people that are all these zodiacs that are in terms of you know uh that have a lower energy than you do, but you also have Pisces, which is literally one zodiac above yours. So, but the thing is that I think somebody is trying to lead the zodiac that is allies with you, or maybe is there for you to go up against you in terms of paying them money, in terms of creating them wealth and false stability. Yeah. Um, but just know that you're not you're not the one to be blamed at or to be blamed about. These people don't know what Aquarius truly has gone through in life. You are the type of zodiac that holds a lot in your life, and And you may not hold every single thing in, but you may hold a lot of stuff in. So it's in terms of you're not the type of zodiac that loves to be dulled. You are the zodiac that can take so much to the point that it's just a storm when you finally let it out. So that's how strong you are, Aquariuses. Don't forget it. And speaking about that, I am an Aquarius myself. So I know how that feels. So for Lover's Oracle, I am bringing out this card right here. Hope all of you guys can see the entirety of the card. This one says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. So somebody that may be trying to prevent this relationship, trying to prevent this feeling, they're going like, I can take it all in. I can take it all in. I'm so strong. I know how to deal with it. But are you really that strong? Everybody has a breaking point. Including the strongest of people. It is not in terms of showing to other people. There are some that feel broken by the time that they are alone. In terms of somebody that basically, disgraces or hates an Aquarius. So, yeah. Then we have this one. A bit of a more interesting one that came out. This one says, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. For it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So I feel like these two first cards that got pulled out from the deck of the Oracle are truly about your person. I feel like something that they did made their relations very messy. So you tried to tell your person about something that somebody may have been oblivious to. You told them something that maybe they were worried that would kill their morals. But I feel like the morals that they were trying to use weren't the right type of morals. So that's why you told your person that you gotta change or else. And this person that you tried to tell that to, which is your person, they basically took the wrong side. And so now, now they're losing their ever loving minds about you. All right, so messages to you. Starting off with this one. This one says, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Either if it's hugging a tree, either if it is placing your palms by a plant, either if it's hugging somebody that is very sincere to your heart, somebody that either is or is not your person, but is very, very, very truthful and sincere to your heart. And I said, either or. Either if it's somebody that is your person or may not be your person, but it's in terms of somebody that is very sincere to your heart. That is the biggest thing about that card. So, yeah. Or if not, maybe even talking to yourself in terms of saying a prayer, like showing the love to yourself, in terms of basically just having the time of your life by yourself. Because I've seen so many people that feel like they've gotten hurt about an Aquarius being by themselves. And that is a deep lesson for them. That's a deep lesson for them. And it's to teach them either for those that actually do love an Aquarius, or maybe even on the other side for those of them that tried to love the Aquarius and really did not truly love the Aquarius. And I was mentioning two sides for some of you who were just joining in. The person that actually really loves you, that really does love you, and the person that fakes the love with you, but really does not. So, yeah, you Aquariuses are you guys are a lesson that walks on earth towards other people. You guys are kind of like the venture outwards and have fun, while the person that's learning the lesson like looks at you and is just in shock and awe that either they are shocked that they really do love you, or maybe even just the type of person that like found out that they were messing around and they fucked around and they found out, you know. This may be about you and your lover, the type of person that um, sees you cosmically, or maybe even talks with you telepathically, or maybe even connects with you in your dreams. But look, and I do want to mention this before I get into the card. Um, I'm talking about with this card, somebody that um, fucked up, and now they made a blatant realization that you were the one that was the one, rather than these others that they were trying to go towards. So anyway, this card is labeled as sexual union. For some of you who are completely new to the channel. So I just want to mention that to the new people. For all of you that are existent subscribers of us, you guys definitely know what this card is and about its backstory. But for some of you who are new, I'm going to read it for you, and then I'm going to explain it to you guys as a whole, so then you guys can know why this card is showing up. So this is the sexual union, just so then you guys can know what this card is. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. So, yeah, I feel like that may be a like a collective energy of the feeling, where I feel like that's not just only appearing in your energy, but also as well as your person's energy. So yeah, for any of you guys that are just joining, feel free to rewind, see what was said, so then you can be caught up. You don't have to, but if it calls to you, you can. But anyway, that is because somebody may have been questioning about like why they are getting a little touchy about you whenever they think about you, or whenever they remember you. Um, it's kind of like once your name comes through, or your voice comes through, or your touch comes through, or maybe even just some gestures that you do, it's like they they tried their very best to prevent it, but it was kind of like it was an outburst. Like they just like are going like, why am I feeling this? Why am I feeling it? And like they go from saying that maybe a few times um, in that frame of them feeling you and you feeling them. It's kind of like they finally get into like a subnautical motion of like them feeling like they uh feel this maybe touch, feeling of, or maybe even emotions that you're sending, or maybe emotions that they feel about you, things like that. So it's like stuff that maybe they asked questions at first, but then they're like, oh, so this is my feeling about them. So that's like what they're understanding, what they're coming up with in their feelings about you, in terms of going from a uh, fake rejective to a realistic emotional about you. Um, then there is this one, that is on your side of this whole thing. It says, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So I feel like you and your person are unknowingly, unknowingly, unknowingly realizing something about your own selves that is in connection about each other. And that is the relationship between the two of you that you have already understood, but it was yet for your person to realize. With tensions of the third party trying to snag in. Um, on that story short, is there something that the third party is trying to say? Either if it's towards you, or if it is towards somebody that they were shocked to have feelings about. So we have this one. It says, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So that was a lesson that that not just your person's third party had to realize, but also your third party had to realize. Because this is the type of scenario or situation that's been going on, that you and your person were always supposed to have come together, and this third party tried to intervene, tried to snag one of y'all. And we have this card: New Beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So you basically, sorry for the very intense word I'm about to say. YouTube, don't get crazy about what I'm about to say, but it is the back terms, is what I'm trying to bring up about this word. So, anyway, this third party, sorry to break to all of y'all, but this third party was being a bitch. So, yeah, you're like, oh my God, Chica just said it. Oh my God. But the thing is that that term is actually what this third party has been doing for so long. Not just only to you, Aquarius, but to other people that were in their life. This third party was not just being a bitch to you, this third party was being a bitch to other people. Henceforth, they are quote unquote the bitch. So, just as extracurriculars, on the bottom of the deck, we have freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Which is amazing. Like you are definitely in a good stance on that one. And then on the other side of the deck, it says, which is this one. It says the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. That could be for some of you Aquariuses that are starting up a new connection. And also, that is also for some of you Aquariuses that that had your person done something wrong, and now they are coming back regretting what they have done, and are stating that they really do love you, and they really do have feelings for you, and they done something very horrible in the past, and they want to ask for forgiveness, and to not do that attack on you ever again. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into some more in-depth oracle before we get into some tarot. So, what would like to show up about this? So, we got some good cards. So, what we have as our first card that flopped over from the Christ Consciousness card deck is the Discernment, which is going to play a major role into this entire thing. Not only are you going to have discernment for how you feel, but also discernment of who is going to be your person. For those of you who have yet to be with your future person. And with the card, it says truth and clarity. So somebody around you is either going to shed the truth and clarity, or it could be even your person that sheds the truth and clarity about themselves. Depending on what really happens about that. And you are the one to discern this entire thing. You're the one that is basically the ultimate decision. The one that either chooses or walks away. And to never choose your previous twin flame or this third party, and you just walk away towards this brand new twin flame. You know? And I'm talking about like somebody that you've not met before when it comes to this new twin flame. When it comes to the past twin flame, I'm talking about somebody that you alone know who your twin flame is. No one else. Just you. Then the second card is relieve suffering or relieving suffering. So it could either be like you've already relieved suffering, or you are in the middle of relieving suffering. Or third off, it could be even you're about to relieve the suffering. So it could be either three of those. Is that you've already surpassed the suffering and you've relieved it from yourself. You are in the middle of relieving the suffering from yourself. Or you're on the pathway to relieving suffering from yourself. And this is a message to not just you Aquariuses, but to everyone that sees this. It is only between you and God to relieve that suffering. No one else. Just you and God alone. But it's in terms of either your person comes through and fixes their mistake, or if they flat out refuse and they still act like the foolish selves that they are, you know? The third card is this card. Forgiveness. So you may receive a very very distinct message, but I would say the person that you hear it from sounds like possibly from Jesus himself, possibly a message from one of the very high-end archangels, such as Uriel, Michael, Raphael. If you believe in Gabriel, maybe, but not all of you will believe in Gabriel. in terms of being the archangel that you always connect to and things like that. So you are I feel like you Aquariuses not only will be beyond forgiven, but you are beyond forgiven. So it's like you guys are forgiven plus some. And the phrase that goes along with the card forgiveness says sets you free. So someone or a very strong energy in terms of all that there is of positivity will show up and will set you free from being stuck in such a continuing um, burden of feeling. Because in the end, everyone will be relieved of all that they've done. But it's in terms of you being straightforward with Jesus, in terms of telling your truth, of being sincere with Jesus, not being a fake, which you Aquariuses are never fake. You're always real. And these third parties are playing you like you're fake, but you're really real. You're real. Real, Aquarius. You guys are real. But everyone else thinks that you're just some, you know, lost show on the road, you know? And here's the thing. You will pretty much hear Jesus's voice. He'll show up and be like, I'm going to give you a sample of some sentences that he may say to all of you out there. He'll say, before he's hurt, before they have hurt you, before that they have damaged you, they've hurt me. They've damaged me. And I know how you feel. I've been there. I've done that. I understand what it's like to be disgraced, to be unloyalized in terms of those that don't follow faith in the name of me. And I feel like that same exact phrase is what you will say by the time you enter your afterlife. I feel like you are going to meet somebody after you hear those exact words, way after, and you will tell that person that exact same phrase. To tell them that you have gone through what they have gone through. And it's a repetitive phrase. It's a repetitive feeling, but it's a feeling for one time for each person to go through. And that is what this card is stating. The Faith card. The Faith card says in its phrase along the side here, it says, find holiness within. That is in terms of not just telling yourself that you've gone through this, but telling those that you see that have gone through their lowest, their darkest depths, the lowest that they could ever be in terms of loss, of regret and shame and things like that. You come through and you tell them that, you, like, for example, you could come over to them and say, I have been there before. I've experienced it before. I know what you're going through. I've understood the pain that you're dealing with, as if it was my own. But yet I have surpassed it nowadays. I have found a way through. And it is time for you to find yours. And that is a good sample of what you guys end up might saying to those that are around you, that are dealing with the exact same feeling that you are going through, or maybe have gone through. So, and you're not called a healer for no reason. You're a healer for a real deep reason. That is what brings the Pisces to be the one to be the conclusion of what you carry out into this world. So every single zodiac from its prerequisite zodiac is the type of zodiac that is the conclusion of the action of the one beforehand. So, like, for example, Aries, very adjutant, very demandful about some things. The conclusion that Taurus does is that they are very very organizing. They like to carry that and pathway it to certain things. And it goes on and on and on until it reaches about you or Pisces, where it's like you are the ones that are the um, life changers, the ones that create forgiveness. But it's for Pisces to embody the forgiveness for faith to come through. So it's basically like your forgiveness, Pisces, is faith. So it's just like you Aquariuses are the beginning of faith, while Pisces is the wholefulness, the greatest length of faith. You know? Then the remaining card that had already shot out from the Oracle card is Stand Up. So somebody needs to stand up in terms of expressing their feelings because somebody is denying to even say their feelings. Somebody is denying about how to even show how they feel about you, Aquarius. And that's that's causing a lot of fuel and fire for not just what your person feels, but also um is trying to twist, weave, and turn this third party's feelings about you. So it's kind of like the third party wants to anchor you down while your person is trying to lift you up. So it's like you, Aquarius, are the ascendant, the person that knows a lot. And your person finally, nowadays, right now, these days, realized how much they feel about you. Back then, it may have been confusing for them, but now they have a clear understanding about it. Now they have a clear path of what they've been going through. And now they are showing up saying that like I've like they may be showing up stating in quotes like, man, I'm sorry, Aquarius, I did all this wrong, I'm sorry. And it's like they learned a whole long life lesson of all the wrong that they did to you. um let's see what else would like to show up. Okay, we have unity. Unity is like like, I think before I describe the card, the phrase that says on here, it says coexistence and tolerance. So I feel like your person is starting to have a tolerance about you, where it's like back then they were struggling at tolerating you in terms of like backing you off, being agitated at you, things like that. But now they are realizing that tolerance is key to be with you. Because back then they were always going after third parties, always trying to chase down the wrong party, always trying to chase down the type of people that were not you. Or for some of you, maybe even chasing down people that look like you but aren't you. So I feel like with the word coexistence, I feel like intuitively what I'm picking up about that is that coexistence in your situation that you're dealing with is that your person found out that you were the one compared to all the other people that they've tried to have as the one. So they had a epiphany, like a snap of the fingers of like, oh my God, Aquarius is the one. So it was like, maybe they were laying in bed, or they were sitting in the chair, or they were lounging, or maybe they were doing their day-to-day things, and then all of a sudden, boom, it shot into them, and they're like, "Oh my God, Aquarius was the one." And like maybe that was what was stating into their mind of like their thoughts, but like their physical speech, their like words that they said out loud was like, "Oh shit, and they basically like had that like wake up moment from being a glitter chaser, kind of like the person that chases shiny things, I would say. Somebody that went from chasing shiny things to somebody that allowed a star to come into their heart. Um, but yeah, the next card after the Unity card is the Magi. Um, this one, this one definitely connects with a lot of you guys. Um, this one says signs and divine timing. So this person is going to realize about some signs and some divine timing if they haven't already. Or for some of you who have seen this person realize this or take this in, they're going to start coming forward to you. Now they're going to start coming to you in terms of feelings, telling you like something that they haven't quite yet told you, in terms of something that they've been holding in about you. So either you might, you know, sit, chat somewhere in private with this person. This person is definitely going to spew it, but just I have a feeling that somebody is trying to be a snoop around this person. So be on the lookout for that. Um, yeah. Anything else besides that? Let's see here. Okay. We have a good one here. Enlightenment. That's a really good one. So, enlightenment, I feel like this is becoming more of a story here, um, with um, the energies. It's like, excuse me, it's going like tolerance, like what they can gather in and feel, divine timing, the moment where they just say it all and like show their feelings to you about like what they've been holding in. Um, and this one is about continue to grow. So it's like now they are going to have a future with you. Now they are going to have children with you, have a house with you. Um, if for some of you guys that are um, really liking this in it, this phrase, I feel like this person may end up marrying you, or this person could want to marry you in terms of like um, maybe they go from not being your girlfriend or boyfriend to being your girlfriend and boyfriend, and having that question of like, man, I really wish I could marry this person. Maybe I could marry the Aquarius. This person is a really amazing person, way more than I previously thought. So it's like this person has this feeling of like, man, I really want to marry this person. This person is like amazing. This person has my future. Mm-hmm. Purity for the fourth card of your person. Um, so this says on the side of the card, purity. I already said purity. Return to innocence. So somebody could have felt like they are guilty, but they felt like they were going to continue to be guilty. But once you have this whole thing come up in terms of like your person showing your showing feelings to you, really really instead wanting you in their life, because I feel like um, they did something so drastic that they got very close to killing the entire vibe of being together. So it's like they had no choice but to come back and tell you about their feelings about you. And basically, that is what brings this entire innocence into play in terms of, um, kind of like innocence in terms of, um, them telling you that they're the one to be with you instead of all other people. So it's kind of like somebody that at first flunked it, but then came back and said, "Man, you know what, Aquarius? I should have been with you." So, for a lot of you Aquariuses, you can choose to do what you may with that one. Either if you move on to the new twin flame, or if you, um, you know, talk with your previous twin flame and you fix the past with them. Um, and that's what the innocence comes into play, is like they go from being guilty to being innocent. And that also does include you, where it's like a lot of guilt trips that were kicked into you are now being kicked out of you. So it's like maybe somebody was playing soccer with you or on you, or somebody that was trying to, uh, before I talk about this next card, make a goal on you. But that is now changing. Now your person is going to be stating what's been deep in their heart for a long time now. And it's finally coming out, finally coming to you, face to face, privately, to each other, where you guys can finally, just like in this picture, embracing, giving each other a hug, um, showing each other love, feelings, things like that. So this one says gentleness. So this person really needs a gentle hug. Um, or maybe even a gentle kiss, if that isn't, if that's the case. I feel like this person is really upset that they shot you or attacked you, in terms of allowing the third party to barge in. So they had the realization, the wake up moment that a third party was trying to play dream catcher with you and dream catcher with your person in terms of veering each other apart. So that's why gentleness is at this point in time showing up, is that your person is now showing up in terms of like um really the one that understands your heart, and they they recognize it, they realize it, they feel it within themselves, and maybe even as well as maybe even sorry that they've done something wrong with you. So I feel like they're coming towards you in terms of um like like for example, maybe they could be showing up going like, I'm sorry, Aquarius, I did all this shit. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And maybe they feel like they're entering a broken record stage of their life. But I feel like what's gonna happen, um, like uh, like physical touch or physical movement, I feel like you're gonna come over and like very softly give them a hug, or um, bring them in and very calmly give them a kiss or something like that. And and maybe you look back and you're like, do a soft wink or maybe like a little bit of a nod, kind of like some of you may have like that gentleman prospect in you. For some of you that are masculine, maybe for some of you that are feminine, you might have like a more of a ladies aspect to you, where it's just like like kind of like that ladies and gentlemen um, perspective. So you guys could be showing up in terms of like really showing that you really are the one for them, to confirm what they have either stated or asked you, because they like they aren't asking other people that if you're the one, they are asking face to face in front of you and them, saying that, are you my one? Are you my person? Because I have funked it up earlier, and I want to figure out if you're still my person. And I feel like you are the confirmation of that. You are the one um, that confirms it. About the third party, uh, just as a little bit of a clarification for some of you who are dealing with the third party, you don't have to be, but just for some of you who are dealing with it, we do have the first card, Peter. So that is a good turn about that. Peter is about denial and weakness. Um, Weakness is not what you Aquariuses are going through, but you are definitely denying this third party as your one, your person. So you're basically saying like, bye, I don't need you, third party. You're not my person. Even though that you are a person on this world, you aren't my person. That's what you're telling this third party, is that yeah, you're existent, but you're not existent in my life. That's what you're telling this third party. And this third party is, I would say, really shocked or upset or really like shattered brained about your answer. but it's something that this third party had to hear. It's something that third party was to hear, like something that you needed to tell this person. Um, the second card is love thy neighbor, and it's not in terms of like lovey-dovey. It's more in terms of unconditional love. Kind of like the Christ did love. The type of love where it's like, yeah, I do love you, but I am not in a relationship with you. And this third party could be like, whoa, 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 what do you mean, Aquarius? What do you mean you don't love me like that? And that is just in terms of like you then replying as I've always liked this person, not you. And this third party could be going crazy, going bonkers, thinking that like you're just a nobody, but really in the heavens, in God's name, in Jesus' name, you are somebody. You are somebody. And that's how special you are. Is that, even though you have gone through that, so many people think that uh, like uh like they kick up gossip. Other people kick up gossip, and that's like the third party's energy is like they're more of the gossip type rather than the excuse me, the what you call it, the speak about it to the one energy, you know? Basically, they love to kick about some kind of story or narrative rather than talking to you and asking the question. So it's like you come up to this third party and you say, like, you may not um, really show me your truth, but I know that I see the truth within you. And that's the ultimate statement you may say to this third party, telling them that like I see straight through you. I know what you're about, and I ain't gonna live my life with you. That's what you're stating to this third party. And the third party, yeah, they might run away, they might cry, but it is in energetical defense for you, in protection of you, your spirithood, your soul, your connection to God, your connection to Jesus is to protect you. And there's no doubt that the third party would love to try to tempt you uh, with this card, Temptation. Um, the card Temptation, just as like a background or maybe even understanding for some of you Aquarius about the whole temptation, it's moral compass. It's the type of people that love to sway your morals, that love to move your morals around in terms of mix matching. So these are the type of people that are kind of like um, they're the type of people that love to talk with other people, saying like, "Hey, I love Aquarius," and that person that heard that from the third party, they go over to you and they're like, "Hey, Aquarius, I heard this person really loved you. Do you love them back?" And you're just like, "No." That there is the potential of moral compass, where it's like, you are a fixed sign. You know your path. You know your northbound path. These other people love to take your northbound paths and shift it to the west, shift it to the east, shift to the south, shift it to the northeast. Sorry, northeast. There we go. I was like, what? To the northeast, to the northwest, to the southwest, to the southeast. You know, it's like people that love to toss around your true north meter. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what cards would like to come out after that one. I feel like with the picture on the card, temptation, um, you guys already know of the continual phrase of monkey see, monkey do, kind of like a thing where it's like they don't want to see no evil, they don't want to see uh, any bad, they don't want to hear any bad, they don't want to hear any evil, they don't want to do any evil, things like that, or they don't want to say any evil. So it's basically like they're preventing their mouth, they're preventing their eyes, they're preventing their ears, and it's like they they are the ones that needs to catch up to society. The types of people that are very lackluster, I would say, and that's where temptation comes from, is the lacklusterness. So once this third party realizes for all that they've done to you, all that they have caused in the relationship between you and your person, they will have this multiple, big massive gasp. They're like, and they're like, so I've been doing that all this time. And that's the freedom card. It's like they realize and they're like, oh shit. So yeah, the phrase that is on the side of this card, it says, just be you. So I feel like this third party was not being themselves. They were copycatting other people. They were taking on other people's names. They were taking on thought processes and stuff. They were trying to do the same thing that of which they are copycatting. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what else would like to show up with about the third party to wrap this deck up. And we have Jesus. This is not like, they are connected to Jesus, or they are dealing with Jesus, or they have like inner Jesus within them. This is a more of like a slap in the face moment of like they need to connect with Jesus. They need to they need to talk with Jesus. They need to change their ways with Jesus in terms of losing their mind fuckery. Sorry for the terms of words, but it's gonna have to be said. Somebody is been doing a lot of some shady things in life that they need to change, and now it's time for them to change and become something uh, that would allow the love between them and uh, their real twin flame to show up. And yeah, I am still talking about the third party with that phrase. So just so you guys don't get confused. Um, yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and clear the board, get the next deck going, just so then we have a little bit of some space to put the cards from the other deck out. And also, I think before I do the next deck, I'm going to go ahead and unplug the camera here and twist around the camera, so it might shift around the point of view once I do that. So just as a heads up, guys. So anyway, and I think the big reason why I will change the point of view of the camera is just so then I can not only see your guys' comments, but also as well as like be able to show you guys a little bit more further in depth about what's being put onto the table. So anyway, here we go. Changing the point of view camera. Let's see here. Maybe not. Let's see here if I can do that. Nope. Oh well. I guess I'll save that for the next time I go live. Anyway, if I receive any comments, I'll review them on the aftermath of our live. So I'll definitely get to them during the aftermath. So let's see what shows up with Wisdom deck for our situation here. Ooh, okay. So we have the card Effort. It's showing like somebody is now like doing something about this situation rather than nothing. So either that, or it could be in confirmation of your guys' effort. So it could be either or maybe even a third one where it's like not only just in confirmation of your effort, but it's also including your person making effort about this situation finally. So yeah, somebody's out there's getting lucky. I'm hearing the song Go Lucky. Trying to figure out what that was from. I have the tune in my mind, but if you guys know who that's from, please feel free to drop that down in the comment section down below, so we can have like a little bit of a remembering party. But the next card is challenge. So I feel like, in terms of your person having effort towards you, finally, they may be challenged. Um, or it could be in terms of a challenge um, to get you back. Let's see what else shows up. Because so far, I'm noticing that like they're putting in a lot of effort at this point, and it's like it's starting to be like a challenge to get you back. So let's see if there's anything else to go along with that. With some of you guys that are already having confirmation of your effort being brought through throughout the time, I feel like somebody around you is being challenged to have you. We also have returning. Yeah, I feel like somebody that maybe you had feelings of, and that person couldn't quite put a finger on their feelings, but kind of just like was feeling for the wrong type of person. They may be returning over towards you to tell you that they have feelings now about you, in terms of like them finding out about their feelings about you. So they could be returning to you in terms of like, telling you that like you were the one that I was supposed to go to in terms of a relationship, a connection. And it's like them returning in terms of like, the phrase of like, I funked up and now I need to fix what I've effed up, It's kind of like the whole thing of like, if you fuck around, you're more likely to find out. So it's like there was like some kind of meme that was being tossed around recently, or maybe like I think it was like a couple months ago. But it was like, the more you fuck around, the more you find out. And it's like it's connected to any kind of video somebody puts in connection to that. So I feel like you guys could be noticing that in this person, where it's like they fucked up, now they're gonna find out. So we also have this card, which is again enlightenment. So that is the second time that enlightenment showed up. What a coincidence. Somebody is sincerely receiving or understanding or bringing about enlightenment. That is heavy. Very, very heavy enlightenment. Anything else? Oh, excuse me. So we have our next card. The one that shut up before our what I'm gonna put as our last wisdom card. is that the one before the last one is surrender. So somebody could be in terms of surrendering to the feelings of you. Or if it's not that, maybe somebody could be surrendering in terms of surrendering being a rival to you. So that is pretty good terms. Then we have culmination, which is all about completion. Being able to gather things up together and finally feeling rejoiced, renewed, finally complete. So somebody could be finally renewing themselves in terms of letting go of all the attacks or attack nature that they have been causing to other people, and really allowing their emotions to show up. So this could be in terms of your person. Even though that you have been hurt a lot in terms of now at this point backing away, moving on towards someone else. For some of you, not for all of you. But this is in terms of renewal, adjustment, not fixation, but in terms of like letting go of the stuff that are truly not yours and connecting into themselves, allowing themselves to have the type of energy that is sincerely theirs. Yeah, I feel like this is like talking about somebody that forgot who they are or forgot what they were about. And you've taught them a lesson, a very sincere lesson. And it was a lesson that had to be had for them. For them to realize about themselves for who they truly are. But anyway, let's get into some more tarot side of things. Let's do gold foil for the tarot. I was like, that's not good. We're having cards toss out. Anyway, let's see what would like to show up for today about our tarot. Tarot does go further in depth for some of you who are new to our channel. So just as a heads up, either if you show up during our live feed or if you show up for the aftermath. So we have a heavy spewing of cards. And I'm going to show the one that came out first. So first, we have the Six of Cups. Not the Five of Cups, the Six of Cups. Some people think that the Five of Cups is actually the Six of Cups, when the Six of Cups is actually the Five of Cups. But, however, the Six of Cups, uh, this is just an explanation for some of you who are completely new to tarot. But um, the Six of Cups is talking about like somebody that um, finally took a deep breath, and um, they like moved to you in terms of like following their heart and professing to you in terms of um, telling you face to face, saying like in quotes. This could be an exemplimentary quote, but they say um, you should have been the one that I loved, and they're like carrying flowers. So it's like they hold flowers to you, and they're like, I profess my love to you. And and answer that to which you may, in any terms that you are at the highest point feeling. Um, Not the lowest, the highest. The lowest might get you in some trouble. When you get to the highest, ding, that's your answer. So basically, you could either end up ultimately saying yes or ultimately saying no. Either direction that you take it in terms of your direction or your decision. So that is also coming to terms in which they might end up bringing a ring to the equation. So just be ready for the ring. Not just the ring, but the flowers as well before the ring comes to the equation. I feel like somebody is going to be kicking the breath of another person or punching the breath out of somebody, or maybe something about breath is going to be of some interest or concern. So somebody either against the breath or with the breath. Either if it's an attack to the breath way, or if it's somebody that might be having some emotions about you, um, some intimacy with you. Next card, we do have the Two of Pentacles, which I'm shocked that is returning. But in terms that as a viewing of what's been going on, there is a card that shows the decision that your person is going to make. Or it could be even your answer, Aquarius. It could be that instead of your person showing the Two of Pentacles, now you're showing the Two of Pentacles. It it could happen like that, but what I'm seeing for the most part, I see that somebody is trying to enter undecisiveness again, but they lost the undecisiveness, leading them into what their real answer is. And I'm going to air quote um, actual or like the real answer is for your person, for them to uh, answer your question. And I feel like it's not just like the question that you asked at that point in time, but it's also a question that you've asked since day one, since the first time that you've met them. They're going to be finally answering your question. Truthfully, this time. And just like I said, this is the answer. None other than the card, the world. So I feel like once they state once they come to you and say like, Aquarius, you're the world to me. That could be that could be feeling like it came out of the blue, but I feel like your person is like really sincerely stating that from the deepest end of their heart. Um, After preventing as much as they can um, from saying that exact phrase to you, Aquarius. So they could be finally coming out and saying, "You are my world." And here it comes. I feel like somebody's like energetically tossing ninja stars or something like that, which I felt like that was what the action there, what happened a few seconds ago, was was that like somebody was tossing ninja stars, or it could be even it could be like face palm that somebody's doing, um, or it could be like they're trying to splash water on themselves in terms of like waking their themselves up, splashing the water into their face, things like that. Um, but this is your side of your answer, where it's like the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is in reference of like you have everything else good, but there's one thing that is missing. While your person could be on the other spectrum of that, where it's like they could be having the Seven of Pentacles upside down, where it's like everything else is going bad except for one thing, and that one thing is you, Aquarius. In terms of their their proposal to you, in terms of like asking you if you would live the rest of your life with them, or vice versa. If if they ask, like, you know, if they can live the rest of their lives with you, because I feel like it's somebody that truly flunked up, and now they are not just coming to realization about it, but also um, telling you that they made this realization and they want to make it right this time. And guess what came out after Seven of Pentacles? Your very special card, the Star. This one is in terms of kind of like the envision that not just you are seeing about yourself, but maybe your person is seeing about their life, where it's like they maybe are in a stance of like they can't envision anything else but you. So that is what's showing up, is like maybe they fucked up the bag so much that now they can't stop thinking about you. So yeah, you're about to have somebody that is going to, you know, state or say it all with you. Um, and it is going to be the person that you had feelings for, and where they've denied the feelings. Now, I feel like in some specific or special way, I feel like it had flip flopped. So I feel like now you're very specific amount of you Aquarius is out there. Not all of you, just specific amount. Some of you may be um, refusing this connection now, but this is not about all Aquariuses. This is only a select few. But for all of you Aquariuses out there, all of you Aquariuses, you guys are um, maybe in a restrictive mode, or in a very would be a better way to put it. Um, Kind of like in a stance where it's very hard for someone to come through to show how they feel about you. So it's kind of like that type of energy where it's like you're teaching somebody a lesson, or maybe even showing this person of like what you've been receiving physically, where it's like, you know, your person could be starting to pick up emotions about you, and how they feel about you, and now you're the one to refuse it. But that is just for a select few of you. But I feel like for those of you who know how this is going to play out, you know that this is showing up in terms of them trying to fix their mistakes, and truly do have a future with you. This is in terms of them really, really accepting all that you have brought to them, um, in terms of them uh, deleting all the mistakes that they've made, even before the time that they've met you. They're deleting all the mistakes that they've made and coming to you honestly, truthfully, in terms of really wanting you, needing you, things like that. Um, and if I haven't shown you already, this is the next card, the King of Cups. So this here is not just the Queen of Cups. This is the King of Cups. So this is more likely expression of emotion, but um, very much very much sincere in your emotion, very much sincere of how you felt about someone, either if this is you or if this is someone as or if this is someone that is the twin flame of you. um so energetically, I feel like this is going to be your person in this energy, the King of Cups. But I feel like not all of you are probably going to be in that understanding. I feel like for some of you who may be on the other perspectives of that, I feel like a lot of you Aquariuses could be the ones in that energy, King of Cups. So just really depends on what side or spectrum or flow of the whole situation you guys are sitting in or standing in other words. Um, and then I feel like somebody around could be having a death. Um, and take what best fits. This this card may be really rough, but I would say it also holds some very deep truth. So somebody, either if it's the third party, the guilty party, the guilty party meaning like the third party's aid, or it could be your person, or it could be you yourself. Somebody could be either having a physical death, a emotional death, a verbal death, a feeling sensational death, or it could be some kind of death to a thought process in terms of cognizance or clear cognizance. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and see what would like to show up about um, some other details about the situation. All right, so we have the Justice. Somebody could be pretty much calling or reeling in justice. And that is in terms of somebody um, bringing in justice in terms of um, kind of like a kick out or in more terms of possibly the judicial system. So somebody could be tossed into the court. Somebody could be past the proceedings of court and actually be tossed into jail. Somebody could be um, at least just guilty in terms of somebody else catching them in the act. That is what justice is about, is that somebody is being justified. I'm getting, for some of you guys that are, maybe 25 years and older, some of you may recognize a really old TV show that came out probably in the late 2000s, maybe early 2010s, called Justified, with a very particular famous face in there. He was the same guy who played in the TV show that came out not too long ago called Fallout. He was the guy who played as the ghoul. So that guy basically was like playing this. I'm trying to remember. I think it was like a sheriff or something like that, or some kind of marshal that he played in Justified. But he was going from like one location to the other, and to the next, and to the next, dealing with these very rough criminals. Those that were the battering kind of people. Those that were possibly like very, very deep in wanting to shoot people. People that are wanting to do drugs heavily. Things like that. So I feel like that could be in relation to what this person that is being justified is doing, is that they could be heavily smoking, possibly specifically marijuana, maybe even some meth. But that's just to name a few things with smoking. Maybe this person could be like very heavily drinking, like way beyond the amount that your person is going through. So, yeah, maybe your person could be drinking, but this third party is like over drinking, like somebody that could be like tipsy in a way, somebody that could be um, shedding um, like a drunkard's emotions, you know. So that's what I'm getting with the card Justice. I feel like there's a lot more detail with that, but just take what best fits with you about that one. The next card is Knight of Swords. So somebody could be in terms of maybe allegations in some sort. Um, which does go hand in hand with justice. But I feel like this card, the Knight of Swords, it's kind of like the card that says, "What say you in your defense?" Kind of like the not the attorney, it's the lawyer. The lawyer is the one um, that says that stuff. The attorney are the type of people that kind of are more protective um, about their defendants. So, third card with the second row is the Seven of Swords, which is very interesting that is following after the Knight of Swords. So somebody that is attaining their guilt inside justice could be starting to want to flee. Somebody wants to run away. And here comes the police. Um, I'm remembering some kind of video that I saw a little while ago. It's like a YouTube short or something like that, or maybe even a Facebook uh, uh, story or whatever it is. But it's basically a video of these kind of what you call it, Midwest United States people that are kind of like walking into their house, and then gunshots go off, and then they talk to their neighbors, and they go like, "Oh boy, you gone started the wee woos," and um, they're like, "Oh yeah, if you start hearing the wee woos, that's when you guys need to go ahead and have some fun, like be able to listen in with the wee woos." And um, basically, that's when it shifted into um, the the next re- recorded piece of that segment, where it's like it shoots into like a later time of that day, where all the police cars and ambulances come through, and it's like, and it's like these people are just like having fun, like kind of just like dancing in their yard, um going along with the whole wee woo thing. But um yeah, I feel like that's what's going on here, is like you guys are kind of like acting a lot like the people who say like, "Watch out for the wee woos," or something like that, or be ready to listen for the wee woos. But this person that is running away with this Seven of Swords card, or maybe even the one that's specifically in the Justice card, um, they are running away, like the ones that made the shots, the ones that shot rounds into somebody, and now they're running away, you know. Then there is the Emperor card. So this, excuse me, this runner is acting like a fool. No longer to be an emperor, no longer to be an empress. And now you're especially the emperor and or empress. Even though that the emperor is the card that's sticking out on this table, I feel like the emperor and empress go hand in hand with each other. So even though that they might have slightly different strengths in their power, I feel like you, Aquarius, are either your inner emperor or your inner empress, and you're just like enjoying bathing, basking in the happiness. If you want to, you can call it fun, but it's fun for a real good purpose. Let's see what else shows up about that for the second row. Ooh. So this is surprisingly one of the first cards that went upside down in this deck for this reading. But we have the Five of Cups in the reverse. So this is somebody that was trying to guilt trip you, but however, they are the ones that are guilt tripped. And now, since that is happening, you're like, adios, migo, adios, muchacho, and this person is crying their lungs out. They're crying their tears out. They're like shot, not physically shot, but like they are just like emotionally shot. Like they're like having a hard beat to their heart. It's like their heart's like beating really really thick. And they're like their heart's like boom, 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 boom. And that's what's happening while they're being arrested. So yeah. Or maybe even if they're inside court. maybe this could be in terms of somebody doing some very evil shit inside court. Somebody that is being seen throwing shade. So this is in terms of like them throwing shade, and maybe the judge catches it, and they're like, oh, so you're the one that's been doing all the shit all this time, and they basically mark you as innocent, while they mark the third party as guilty. And you could be dancing the court after the court. Like once you walk out, you're like dancing, like happy that you finally are free of the shit show that's been being kicked around for all this time. So to continue with the whole line here, the next card, which is the second to the final card, is the King of Wands. So there seems to be a verdict that's about to be said. It's going to be like maybe somebody, it goes like, Judge, can you state what the verdict is after we have made a conclusion? And the judge is like, yes, yeah, I'll talk about our verdict. And she or he, the judge, kind of like turns over to the whole crowd, and they go like, all right, everyone, I want to mention to all of you about our verdict. Our verdict for um, the real guilty person is that we are stating them as truly guilty. And this guilty party is going like, what? What? You guys tell me that this person actually goes scot-free while I go guilty? And it's like a whole shit show. Like they done fucked themselves over, and now they're fucking themselves over again. And the judge is not buying it. So they basically say like the third party is the one that's guilty, not Aquarius. Aquarius is scot free. They're innocent. You, third party, on the other hand, are the ones that actually are guilty. And they're like, but this can't be. So they basically, get taken by like, whatever, whatever jail cell, stationary police are coming through, or court police are coming through, where they like go to like gather the guilty party and bring them to justice, bring them to jail, bring them to a spot for them to think over their actions. They basically are like, okay, I'm handcuffing you, I'm putting you, over into the section of our jail. Now you're no longer a scot-free person. It's basically like you Aquariuses are finally like, you guys can live a peaceful life finally, while this third party is serving their time in jail. And look at this card. The High Priestess. So it actually allowed you, Aquarius, to finally feel one at peace. No longer tormented, no longer attacked, no longer instigated with a lot of, ruthless, evil deeds that other people are trying to kick at you. You know? Let's go ahead and see what would like to show up about your person. Besides what you're receiving from them, let's see what your person may be going through, or what your person maybe wishes to talk to you about. See what that's about. Oh, yeah, wow, okay. That's going to be a heavy one. So we have Three of Cups, which can be very scary a lot of times. I feel like very specifically for what the Three of Cups is, um, is being shined on is that the Three of Cups is in terms of your person, like trying to get something straight with you, trying to tell you that like they done bad to you and they regret every single moment that they've attacked you with. So it's basically like it's coming from them interacting with third parties, interacting with other people to, um, you know, obviously this is like, their whole like, um, your person's uh, perception of judgment is like, they feel like they were maybe painted as a bad person, I would say, with this devil card. So this just like enlightens your person in terms of like the angels basically shining light on their wrongdoing and telling them to you know be a better person, like it's like the light is telling your person to be a better person to you, rather than some uh sorry for the terms what I'm about to say about this, but I think somebody is like an angel person is telling your person that they've been a dipshit. So that's basically what their statement is to your person. And that could be your judgment bells ringing, where um, it's like you could be hearing the bells, the trumpets ringing from a distance, or it's where it's like if it's bells, it could be like ding 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 ding. Or if it's a trumpet, obviously you'll be hearing a sound of a trumpet. Um, where like the trumpet could be more like a horn, but it's like trumpet style. So it's like a charge sound. Let's see what else shows up for that. Oh, okay. Yep. The magician. The magician. That means your person wants to really tell the truth to you. They want to they want to tell you that they flunked up and they've been judged by the angels and stuff like that. So now they have to really fix everything that they've dealt you with, and plus some, in terms of telling you that like yeah, I am your one, I am your person, Like it's like them saying that that I'm sorry, I made a mistake, I shut you out in the wrong possible time. I did something that I should not have, and I am truly sorry for that. So it's like they they are coming back to you saying that everything that they did was completely wrong, and they're coming to you in terms of um, like they will state this to you, saying like, I want to live the rest of my life with you. That's what your person will come out to say to you, like face to face, not not behind your back, face to face. Um, let's see what your person's third party was trying to do or had about. Yeah, somebody that was being a little bit uh, pushy towards your person. Somebody that was like, kind of just like, come on, a crazy person. I know you're there. I know you want me. Or they could be more of like, come on, I know there's some kind of feeling within you. Do you love me? And that's what this third party of your person was trying to kick in, was like they were trying to confuse your person, trying to confuse their feelings. But I feel like your person kind of just like had the same exact feelings for you, but not out of confusion. It was more likely out of, how they really felt about you, Aquarius. Um, yeah, yeah, it's like your person um, wanted to present their feelings to you in the way of Page of Wands. And also, what I'm about to show you, that flipped over, um, is the the second card. I'm gonna say it in a few seconds, but it's like, you know how they're gonna present it, and like the flow of emotions and how they feel about you and things like that. So I feel like the third party kind of had these two cards reversed in terms of what came first and what came second, but your person had the other way, in terms of the Page of Wands being first, and what I'm about to say now, the Moon as the second card. So, in terms of this, I feel like your person is like really in deep thought right nowadays, way more than they were. Um, it's kind of like every single fuck up that they've made in life caused them to increase their moon card. Um, so it's kind of like um, they started kicking up more and more and more and more and more emotion about you, feelings about you, in terms of like, going from, I don't know how this connection is going to be happening, to all the way over here in terms of like, maybe this person is it. Maybe this person really is my person. That's what the moon is standing out as, is like it's kind of like in terms of like the sun is the one that shows the daylight and like the inside of someone. The moon is the one that shows the outside of someone. So the moon also shows up at the same time as stars, hence the star card. So basically, they are really wanting to show themselves um, after the fact that you have made an impression into their life. Um, in terms of you being the amazing star that you are, they are basically like not just in shock and awe, but also in sense of like wanting to make a movement towards you in terms of they've already made a mistake back then, but now they want to make the real choice, the real path forward, along with the card before the moon, Page of Wands, where it's like they're placing the staff down onto the world and being like, you know what? Um, I feel like this is like the action of the statement, I do. That is what your person is um, starting to say to themselves about you. So it's like they're going from I don't know to I do. Like they they really do love you. I feel like it took some time for them to realize their emotions that go along with it. Took them a little while to realize like what do they have to put at the table or to bring to the table in terms of the whole relationship. Either after the fact that you've brought yours, or maybe um, since you've just brought your things to the table, you know? We do also have the Page of Swords, not just the Page of Wands, but the Page of Swords as well. So interesting. So on your side of things, um, the Knight of Swords on your third party's perspective showed up, where it's like um, somebody trying to you know get this third party to you know discover what is in their defense. I feel like this is what your person is doing to their third party, where it's like they could be bringing their person to their person. They could be bringing their third party. There we go. Their third party to justice, or to even have them put through court, and they're like having the was the it wasn't the it's not the judge. It's geez, I just said it earlier. What is it? It's the um, uh, not attorney, the lawyer. There we go. They're having the lawyer on their court about their third party, um, and for them, it's the Page of Swords that is trying to kick out something about them that they're guilty about. The third party that your person's dealing with, because I feel like your person has already been judged, but by only by the hands of the angels. So I feel like that was what your person's judgment was, but your person's third party is a different story. Your person's third party's judgment is actually more of a in-person interaction, at an actual court. Same thing with your person. Um, the person that you're trying to bring to the court, um, with the whole third party, like that's like a lot similar to what your person is going through, a lot similar things than what you're going through about your third party. So it's like the two of you are bringing your third parties to justice, or to judgment, um, while you and your person are coming together. So yeah, it's a really good topic that we're bringing about. Um, More likely even details. But if you guys do have any comments that are being put onto the comment section, I do want to let you know I will answer them in the aftermath, because when I have the camera horizontal, I can't exactly see comments. So I'll get to them after our live. So yeah, feel free to still send the comments in. I just want to let you know, because earlier I was in the middle of charging the camera, the phone. So just a little bit of a heads up to you guys. Lastly, we do have the Nine of Cups. Which is the very last card along the third party side of your person. Um, your person could be, at this point in time, very happy that they have achieved this, or maybe if they haven't quite yet had this fully fulfilled, maybe they are about to be happy. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of some good things from here and on out towards the future. So yeah, I feel like the past was kind of like rough and thorny. But now I feel like all the thorns, all the rough patches are going to be cleaned up. Um, Maybe the thorns get cut off, and now it's just smooth roses. So, no further ado, I do want to close us out with a lovely prayer. So, if you guys want to stick in with that, by all means. That's something that I started thinking about just a few days ago. So let's go ahead and get into the prayer. God, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, I thank you for bringing the time for Aquarius to achieve their dreams, to achieve their goals, to achieve what there is to be in the future for them. I thank you very much for being present at this very point in time. I thank you for guiding, helping, and if you may so do, continue to help for this to be officially complete and achieved for those that are still in the motion of it. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Amen. All right. If you want to, you can still take some time to come to while we're doing the last little bit of our life. But um, anyway, I hope all of you have a good time. For some of you, good night. And for the rest, good morning. I hope all of you have safe journeys. For all of you that are at night, have sweet dreams, and make sure that your movement forward is clear and precise. Thank you very much. Love and light to you all. And as always, peace.